Participating in American Government and Politics, presented by CitizenU.org. Bringing the government together with the people is not easy. How do Americans have their say? Participation is a linkage institution. Suffrage or voting is the most common form of political participation. Originally, only landowners could vote. Suffrage was expanded to all white males. We call this Jacksonian democracy. The 15th Amendment allowed African American males to vote. Women were given suffrage through the 19th Amendment. And 18, 19, and 20-year-olds with the 26th Amendment. But who votes? Presidential elections bring out the most voters. Rarely is it over 55%. Activists vote most often. They tend to be ideologically more rigid. Active voters are older, more educated, and far more affluent. The do-not voters tend to be younger, less educated, and from the lower classes. More and more Americans are independent voters. They are swing voters, not loyal to one political party. Let's look at the do-not versus the cannot voters. There are certain institutional obstacles that make voting far more difficult. Historically, cannot voters were prevented from voting due to grandfather clauses, poll taxes, and literacy tests. Today, registration is the largest obstacle to voting. Also, citizenship requirements prevent legal residents from voting. The workday makes voting oftentimes an obstacle. Convicted felons in most states cannot vote. Confusing ballots also lead to less people voting. There are other forms of participation, however, than voting. Discussing politics is participating. Donating money to campaigns is another form of participating. Litigating, bring someone to court, is a way of participating in American government and politics. Although not used often, let's not forget protesting has been an American form of participation since the very beginning. Bringing the government together with the people is what participating in government is all about. Participation is a linkage institution. We the people having our say. Participating in American Government and Politics, presented by CitizenU.org.